We're in Wickersham, Washington on the Sumas Branch, and you can see here on Friday the conveyor belt train was up here and dumped ballast, and got my son Brand here. He's going to tell you the story about what happened here during the flood.
Well, you can see here's the river. There's the Sumas River, and the Sumas River actually detoured. It went under the tracks, and you can see in front of the, was it the BN?
Yeah, that's a heater car.
Yeah, the heater car. Actually, the river went under the heater car and into the little, what was it, red
yeah, the red
barn there for the engine. Yeah, it went that way. So you're seeing, that's why you're seeing the washout right there. And
so the river basically totally changed its course until the railroad got up here and dumped ballast, and the river went back to its former course here right along the side of the tracks. This area has always been a problem with washouts over the years because the river's right against the side of the tracks here. Okay, we're still at Wickersham. You can see where we were just down the tracks there. Now we're going to come around here. And this area here, where the Sumas River goes under the tracks right here. See it there. And what you're looking at up here is the river overflowed the tracks here also, and we'll get up here and see all this debris alongside the tracks here. This was all cleaned up by a high rail excavator on Friday. We go up here a little bit. Go up here. There you go. You can see how high the pile of debris is there that they took off the track. Just all rock, mud. There seems to be a placid little stream right now, but when this thing floods it gets nasty. That's bridge 98.6. This is a bridge here at Wickersham for the Sumas River, and okay, not so long ago you could have just about driven a piece of machinery underneath that bridge. I mean, there was that much clearance. Now, with all the debris that's come down the river, I mean, the river's barely flowing underneath the bottom of this wooden bridge. Well, we're in Deming, Washington. We found the dump train, the conveyor train tied up here on the Sumas sub-main. Fascinating piece of machinery. Have the lead car here, and that conveyor belt swings on both sides of the rail, so you can dump ballast onto the side of the tracks to build up the shoulders. And as we walk down here, around the mud puddle here, got a Burlington Northern bulkhead lumber cars here. They come in with some material for the B&B department. Nice to see B in green. Never thought I'd miss it, but I do. Okay, go over here and we'll look at the connections between the cars. Train has solid drawbars. No couplers. You can see how the conveyor belt runs from one car and dumps onto the next there. Cars have all feed into the conveyor belt system underneath them. It's really an ingenious system when you look at it. First time we've ever seen a train like this up here. Here we cross over the other side of the train. Good view right down here. There's two pumpkins back there pushing. Coming into Everson here, the bridge is down to a single lane. It's keeping right through here. Looks like the bank of the roadway over there got scoured out by the river. So we can see here we're crossing over the Nooksack River here. Everything. Coming into Everson, the entire town here was flooded. Like over here at the discount store, see all the dirt there, and the parking lot was there's sandbags. Clean some of the debris up off the street with street cleaners. There just was water laying here in the street. That's what I've been told. Pile of the garbage people are throwing out of their houses that were flooded. There's somebody coming, stuff to throw out. Look at it in here. Really see the effects of the flooding right here. We're in Everson. See the mud around the houses here. Look at that, look at this. All the debris up against the road bridge here. Just mud. Here, car floats here. Trucks and cars that floated out into the blueberry field over there. And here's somebody's swing sets out in the blueberry field. I can see it here. Here it is. Well, we're coming into Sumas. This little bridge here got washed out. washed out. Okay, we're behind a lumber transload here in Sumas. And as you can see, the water's collapsed the lumber here. Let's walk down to the cut of cars for the outbound train to Everett. See the debris up underneath the cars. Debris up in the springs there. The water got up in the roller bearing, so we got problems there. And here we got all this lumber. It's right up against the side of the cars here. Used to be empty grain cars out at Allenboss Feed. And you got the loaded garbage cars with garbage from Abbotsford, British Columbia. Okay, we're down here at the Sumas Depot, and the Northwest Division Mobile Command trailer is been parked here. This trailer is the railroad's command center that would move around whenever there's a major derailment, major washouts, anything else on the division that requires supervisors, personnel to be on hand. This provides communications with the rest of the railroad in the world from this trailer. I'll walk around here. Still got this COVID cough I can't get rid of. Right in front of you, that's the border crossing between the United States and Canada. The red building that's Canadian Customs. And this building right here is U.S. Customs. This is the Sumas Depot right here. Let's take a look up the yard. You can see the debris over here on the tracks. We've got a bit of a washout here. And some more debris up against the tracks over here. That dump truck over there, my son drives that occasionally. Now when we look back this way, we're looking into Canada. Cut of cars down the CP Main there, those are Canadian Pacific tracks. That's unusual. Looks like they've just gotten shoved right up there to the border, just to get them out of the way probably. There might be cars off the SRY for the BNSF, I don't know. But this is Canada. Just be on the border used to be a real nice station called Huntington. That was the Canadian Pacific station for the interchange of the cars across the border here. One time the Northern Pacific and Milwaukee Road both interchanged right here. Milwaukee Road's tracks were basically on the other side of the command trailer here, and they went in across the border to connect with the CP. Now Sumas street sweeper. Oh, he's coming in this way. No, he's not. Let's look back towards the border and the depot. From up here, see the railroad's starting to fill in rock here for the washout that was here. Starting to build back up the sub-roadbed grade. An excavator working here. Try to backfill in under the washed out track there. Another excavator working down the other end is putting debris in the dump truck. There's the old tank cars here that were on the outside track. Take a walk up this way. I wonder what the bottom side of the tank car looks like. There it is. Take a walk up this way. You get to see the hole in the ground here. I wonder what the bottom side of the tank car looks like. There it is. On the tractor washed out. These tracks here are just hanging in the air. It's a little tiny creek here called Johnson's Creek. The water just all backed up through here. It's amazing. Really amazing. there's an automobile that got trapped here in the flood. You see they've scooped all the debris up around it. Here we're down towards the east end of the yard here. So there's some more washout there. There are some more washed out track. Getting dark. There's some lumber down there from the transload underneath the tracks. Transload's like a quarter of a mile away. Floated down this far. And of course there's a plastic chair or whatever upside down there. Looking back towards the depot. There's a depot way back there in the Canadian border. And we turn around this way. See this washout down here. There's some more view of the washout here. Amazing what the force of water can do. We got a log flat here on its side, covered hoppers. Okay, we're at the West Front Street crossing. I say that signal bungalow is toast. All the electronics and that surely got fried. Look at the track on the other side of the bungalow there. It's just hanging in the air. More track all the way across here, just washed out. Right up there is Johnson's Creek, the source of all this water that did all this damage. Normally that's just a placid little creek. Across the street to where Sumas Drug is, and see that was all flooded inside. They're in there working, trying to clean it up. Over here on the railroad, we got another big washout right here. Well, there. See the signal department's cabling coming up to the crossing. Oh. Switch stand over here just hanging out there. Yeah, there it is. People throwing their furniture out. All these houses. You have to get the wall strip right down to the studs. The wetness in the sheetrock and the insulation. Somebody's refrigerator. The wet installation. Good throw. That's the large wash machine. There's the air conditioner. Yeah, pretty good. The devastation throughout Whatcom County is really great in it, and it's so sad. Not only Sumas was flooded, and we drove through Everson, you saw a little bit of that, what happened there. In the town of Bellingham, areas around Whatcom Creek and Stilcombe Creek were flooded. There's a lot of small businesses along Whatcom Creek that were totally flooded, and parts of the town of Ferndale were underwater, and then other parts of the county also in small areas. The rural areas were also flooded, and they had damage to roads. It's just the devastation around Whatcom County is just amazing, and also across the border in Canada. The entire Fraser River Valley from Sumas to Mission was flooded. Aerial photographs just looked like a huge lake with buildings sticking up out of it. So anyways, if you can do anything to help, I have the link to the Resilience Fund in the description down below. Till we get back together again, this is Bob Stafford saying so long. And if you have found this video something you like, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Bye.